I'll be honest with you, I did not grow up on SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, but I did take great interest in the speedrunning community that surrounded it. Obviously, the game's been remade, and now it's being called SpongeBob Rehydrated. I like that. I played the remake, and I really enjoyed it. But it seems like the majority of these speedrunners don't like the game. And so I was left wondering why. Why don't they like Rehydrated, but they love the original? And everyone who I've asked so far usually says, oh, well, it's because they changed the visual style too much. Now it's too bright and pretty. And I thought about it. I really thought about it. When comparing remasters to the originals, art style is a big thing. And in this case, I definitely agree with a lot of the Twitch streamers. So you take SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom and you really think about what Steven Hillenburg was trying to say. I could say without a doubt that Steven Hillenburg was trying to create a dark and gritty game that portrayed a war-stricken Bikini Bottom. And there's only one person who's able to actually save Bikini Bottom, and that, of course, is SpongeBob. Hillenburg was very specific about the colors and the art style that he wanted for this game. Because in order to portray the darkness and death of war, you have to make it very dark and gritty. The original Battle for Bikini Bottom portrays this grit perfectly. I look at a screenshot from the original and compare it to Rehydrated, I can say without a doubt the new game is trying too hard to be colorful and pretty. Ever since Hillenburg stepped away from SpongeBob, Nickelodeon's been coming in and trying to dismantle his work, dismantle the lore that he has created over the years. So here's the lore of Battle for Bikini Bottom. Plankton unleashes an army of robots upon Bikini Bottom that even he can't control. In comes SpongeBob. Now, if you remember in season 1 of the show, King Neptune bestowed upon SpongeBob the powers of a god. This game is essentially a show of force from SpongeBob, showing his true nature. And I gotta say, for what it is, it's really good. When you're playing the game, you certainly feel like a god. Bubble Bunny makes a really grand appearance in this game. Now, if you remember, Bubble Bunny is basically the show's confirmation that SpongeBob is a god because it portrayed that he has the ability to give life to inanimate objects. There's actually a funny joke in the game. So if you play as Patrick and you go and talk to Bubble Buddy, Patrick will ask, "Who are you?" And then Bubble Buddy will say, "Well, I'm just a figment of SpongeBob's imagination." And this clearly is not true because Patrick's able to see Bubble Buddy. And also, Bubble Buddy was shown to be able to interact with objects in the physical realm. Yeah, this doesn't make too much sense, so I could honestly just patch this up to Bubble Buddy making a joke. If there's one thing I gotta dock this game on, I really have to say it's the absence of Mr. Krabs and Mermaid Man's original voice actors. They honestly sound like the meme versions of themselves, like, "Arr, arr, 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 SpongeBob, me boy, I'm going to prison on war crimes." You know the memes that I'm talking about. You know exactly the ones I'm talking about, okay? Mermaid Man, on the other hand, I would say is an upgrade because this is fucking hilarious.
There's still plenty of robots running around. Come back anytime.
This is like peak voice acting right here. It makes the original Resident Evil voice acting sound really good in comparison. It is the funniest shit that I've heard in a while. But those are the only things I really have to dock. It would have been nice to have the original voice actors, but whatever. But let's go back to why it has to be SpongeBob that needs to save the world. There's two options here. There really are. You could believe one of these two things. Either SpongeBob is a god and that's the only reason that SpongeBob is saving Bikini Bottom, or SpongeBob was drafted in the military. Because if you look at the original cover art for the game, you see SpongeBob in a helmet saluting with his palm facing outwards. Upon further research, you'll learn that a salute with the palm facing outward is the British military salute. So, there are one of two things that we have to believe here. Either SpongeBob was somehow drafted by the British military to save Bikini Bottom, or he's stolen valor. This is another show of force from SpongeBob. It's essentially him saying, "I don't need the military, I am the military." So yeah, overall, that's my review of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. If you want the true Battle for Bikini Bottom experience, who the fuck cares? Play whichever one. I like the remake more, okay? Shut up. Get off my ass.